Alrighty, we are getting ready to start playoff baseball. The Runners beat the Mandibles 1-0 on the other side. We are getting ready to start the semifinals of the Melonheads versus the Bowmen. Oh man, am I excited. I'm ready to go. Angela Del Vecchio has got the ball for game number 1. And we are excited to watch this team. If you notice, all of their boosts from the season are gone. So they're going to be playing at their true value. And we will see how that works out. I just realized we could be playing Ahmed Khan at first, Jocinda Smith at third, and possibly bring Pete Wheeler or someone else into the lineup again, should Mikey Thomas struggle and not make the team next time. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about playoff baseball here. Historic League baseball. The Melonheads are getting ready to get started. There are a couple question marks. Which Melonheads team will we see here in the playoffs? The Melonheads of the beginning of the year, or the Melonheads that we've seen surge throughout the second half? The Bowmen have had the number of the Melonheads that they've gone 2-0 against the Melonheads during the regular season, but it's hard to top the Melonheads, who are playing their best ball right now. We will see. Here's Bo Wells leading it off against Angela Del Vecchio to start playoff baseball. Pitch number 1, and this ball is drilled down the line, off the wall. Only going to be a single though, so the Bowmen get started off here. First pitch of playoff baseball with a single off the wall, and now Del Vecchio already pitching out of the stretch. This ball's hit to Jocinda at short. Jocinda over to second. The double play ball for the Melonheads is exactly what they needed. Here's Placida Testa, the catcher. He's a big-time hitter. I wish we had stats from the regular season. I'm a little nervous because I don't know who's been great and who hasn't. Ooh, she fools him on the curveball. Big strike up high. Or fastball up high. Holy cow, I'm getting in my own way here of this commentating. Holy cow. But the slider trying to get him swinging. The inside two-seamer. Strike 3 call! He's not happy, and the Melonheads are high. The crowd is on their feet as the Melonheads come up to bat for the first time in the playoffs. Here's Dante Robinson. This man has been hitting all season. He's going to take that as a ball outside. Ball high, 2-0 to Dante Robinson. He's going to get a hold of this ball to short. Past the shortstop, and Dante gets him started with a single. The question is, in playoff baseball, are you going to continue to be aggressive? I think you have to. Dante has stolen more bases than entire teams this season. He has really shown the Historic League a different side, and he swipes another one here. This is how Jocinda gets so many RBIs. Jocinda's got a ball that she can handle, but she just gets under it. Out number 1, fly out to center field. Dante's not going to test it, as he knows Pablo Sanchez is up here. Pablo Sanchez started off the season a little bit slow, but has not looked back as he has raked this season. He's going to hit a ball on the inside part of the plate. It's going to advance the runner, but he's going to be out at first. 2 outs. Can the Bowmen get out of it here? Keisha Phillips has hit the ball well lately. Keisha a little ahead of that pitch there. Keisha Phillips goes the other way with it to the right fielder. He's got his arms waving. Should be out number 3. So neither team scores here in the first. And so Angela Del Vecchio's got to go back on the hill with no run support, unfortunately. That fastball, we were away. Here's Ahmed Khan over at 30. Bare hands, it picks it up. Out number 1 over at first base. Big time play. And Angela Del Vecchio is officially locked in. She fools him with the curveball. Stephanie Morgan underneath it. Out number 2. So the Melonheads here in their first playoff appearance are so far getting the pitching they need. Can they now get the hitting they need? Angela Del Vecchio has 2 strikes on the hitter here. High fastball, going to be a weak ground ball to Pablo. Pablo over to first. Out number 3. Angela Del Vecchio pitching well so far. And now can the Melonheads score some runs here against the Bowmen? That is not something they've done much this year. Diving catch by the first baseman. So the Melonheads have only scored 3 runs so far this season against the Bowmen, while the Bowmen have scored 11. But there's a single out of, I believe, Tony Del Vecchio. Here is Mikey Thomas, who's hit better as of lately. Mikey Thomas is late on the ball. Fouls it off. He needs to wait for a pitch he can hit. He inside outs this ball. Gets under it a little too much. Left fielder's got it. Out number 2, and Delvecchio is still at first base. So with 2 outs, here's Stephanie Morgan. She has played very well this season as well. Surprisingly well. She's going to hit this ball down the line. Good play by the third base, and out number 3, and still nobody scored here through 2 innings. So Delvecchio still locked, seems to be locked in. This ball is hit deep to right center field. Going back is Keisha Phillips. She makes the catch. What a play out of Keisha Phillips to save the Bowmen from getting started with extra bases. Oh, and Pablo can't pull this one in, so it will be a 1-out single here for the Bowmen. And now they've got an opportunity here with 1 out. Let's see. Here's Lou Bothman against Delvecchio. The curveball in the dirt. There are no pass balls in this league, so you cannot worry about that. The fastball in the outside corner, swung and missed. Fastball in the inside corner, call the ball. The 2-seamer low and out. Ball 3. 3-1 count here on the number 9 pitcher. This ball's hard hit to Pablo. He's off too far. Out number 3. The double play ball does it again. And the Melonheads once again. Here's Angela Delvecchio. She's locked in, and she's a good hitter. And her hitting stats are boosted over the shortstop. Delvecchio is going to try and help herself out here, leading off the inning with a single. This is exactly what you need if you're the Melonheads. Here is Dante Robinson. Dante up the middle. Delvecchio is kind of slow, though, so now Dante is stuck behind Delvecchio, but that's okay as nobody's out. You have Stephanie Morgan, Pablo Sanchez, Keisha Phillips now. Extreme pressure out here on Lou Bothman. That ball is hit by Jocinda. It's down. Unfortunately, there's nothing Delvecchio could do as it looked like it was going to hang up there, but your base runners are a little faster here. Here's Pablo Sanchez with 1 out. They are going to send the runners. This is risky. He's in there. He steals the base, and now with 1 out at second and third, and here's Pablo Sanchez with 1 out. He's going to send this ball to right field, and they're going to tag up. They're tagging the runners. Jocinda in there at third. 1-0 Melonheads in the bottom of the third with the sacrifice fly for Pablo Sanchez. Here's Keisha Phillips. She's going to shoot it up the middle. 2-0 Melonheads here. Holy cow, the Melonheads have come to life here in the bottom of the third. Now with 2 outs, and it's Ahmed Khan. Keisha Phillips is going. Keisha Phillips in there. The Melonheads are playing very aggressive, trying to extend the inning as much as possible. Ahmed Khan is going to get under this. Going to be a tough play, a nice play by the second baseman, but not until the Melonheads put up a 2 spot, and Angela Delvecchio has a lead now to work with. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Delvecchio has the lead, and now she's just got to work her stuff. Fooled him with the high heat, and here comes the 2-strike pitch. Fooled on the curveball, it's weakly hit. Ahmed Khan down the line, throws it over to first, out number 1. The Melonheads performing here very well. Here's Jocinda, going to make a nice catch, out number 2. So the Bowmen bats are very quiet, but here's Placido Testa, one of the best hitters in the league. The Bowmen have been a solid team all year. This is an inside fastball. Pablo Sanchez going to make a nice catch. Out number 3. So the Bowmen don't get a chance to immediately answer, which means now the Melonheads have a chance to stick it to him. And oh, not a good pitch to swing at as he lines out to the shortstop. The Melonheads have an opportunity here. Try and add on before the Bowmen can get a chance. Really, if they could score more runs here, that could be the backbreaker for the Bowmen. Mikey Thomas really battling at the plate here. I don't know why he keeps being late. Mikey Thomas drills this ball. Thomas once again hits the ball hard, but right at somebody. Eventually, you got to think it's going to connect. Oh, man. So the Melonheads have nothing going this inning. The question is, do you leave in Delvecchio, or do you bring in your closer, Ahmed Khan, who struggled throughout the year? They're going to bring in the closer, Amir Khan, I should say, and he's going to try and close out this game against the Bowmen. 2-0 lead he has. Here's the curve. Hits it. Oh, right past Mikey Thomas. They're going to try and gun him out at first. It's a close play. A lot closer than you'd like to admit if you're on the Bowman side. Amir Khan, ground ball to Pablo, the flip. Jocinda the first, another double play ball for the Melonheads. And here in the 5th, we got 2 outs, and the Melonheads are looking to take a 1-0 lead here in the series against the Bowman. This is exactly what you want to see. Here's the fastball low, 2 strikes. The curveball strikes him out swinging. The Melonheads have done it. They have won game number 1 of the playoffs against the Bowman, something they have not done all year. Win a game against the Bowman, and they made the Bowman bats look quiet. The Melonheads didn't come out and have a great offensive performance, but they got what they needed, and now they're up 1-0 here in the playoffs. Del Vecchio pitched great. Amir Khan pitched great. They have a lot of confidence in this ball squad going into game number 2 against the Bowman. I will see you next time. Be here, like, subscribe so you can keep up with this playoff appearance for the Melonheads.